Would you like to learn a short Tai Chi Flow routine that you can do in just about 20 minutes every day that can help increase flexibility of both your body and your mind? Well, if you do, you're in the right place. All right, we'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The hands come to the lower abdomen, taking a few deep breaths in and out. Breathing in, the belly expands. Breathing out, the belly returns towards the spine. Abdominal breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Just letting go of all the worries and considerations. Just letting them float away like a cloud in the sky. And then one more breath. This time you can hold the breath at the top and then let it out with a big sigh. Just letting out tension and stress. The hands float down by the sides. And as you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front as you gather the energy into the heart, send it down towards the earth, sinking the chi. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, directing down. This time the arms float up and over, the hands come together, prayer position. The hands float down to the heart. Floating back up, the hands drift out to the sides, nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, floating up as the hands come together. We call that Anjali Mudra, the prayer position. Floating back up, all the way out and down. And then step one foot out to the side, either foot. The arms float up in front as you open the door. The arms float down, softening the hips and knees. Like you're riding on a wave in the ocean. Floating up and floating down, nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, open the door. This time the arms float out to the sides, spreading your wings. The arms float down, palms face up, floating up the midline, pressing up overhead, floating out and down, holding up the sky. Breathing in as you rise up. Breathing out, softening down. Opening the shoulders, opening the chest, decompressing the spine one more time, holding up the sky, and then don't forget to let it go. This time reverse direction with the arms, circle in front, hug the tree. The arms open up wide. This hand here scoops under, the other one on top as you embrace the moon. And then reverse direction, spin the moon. All right, this time the top hand comes down to the hip, the other hand reaches up to the sky, then press the hip out to the side. And then other side, top hand floats down to the hip, other hand reaches up, the half moon. All right, now this time you can hold for a few breaths if you like. And if you like, you can also let your arm float up towards the other, the half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And then other side, the top hand floats down, bottom hand floats up, press the hip. Reach up to the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Bottom hand can float up if you want. And then from here, both hands float all the way up and over. They drift on down. The palms press behind. This time let the hands float out in front as you sit back into your chair. Floating back up, the hands press behind. The chair pose. Coming in and out one more time. And you can keep coming in and out if you like, or if you want, you can hold for a few breaths in the chair pose, the Utkatasana. You can always bring your hands to prayer position as well. It's always an option, or reaching up to the sky can be a nice stretch as well. And then when you're ready, rising up, the hands float down, circle in front, hug the tree. Then the hands float down, palms face towards yourself. And very gently begin to rotate to one side, palms face away. They open. Coming back to center, the palms face towards yourself. Then open to the other side as the wise owl looks behind. Coming back to center, breathing in, open. Breathing out one more time, the wise owl. And circle in front, rounding out, hug the tree. The hands draw in towards the heart, shift the weight to one side, step out to the corner as you push the mountain. Breathing in as you draw in, breathing out and push. One more time, the push. All right, this time as you push out, the back foot lifts and steps back. The arms float up like a big wave. Coming overhead, the front leg stays bent. And then straighten the front leg as the hands float down, hinge from the hips. Keep the spine nice and long. Hands float up behind, the pyramid pose. Then floating back up, the front knee bends. Coming up to warrior one. And then floating in and out one more time, down to the pyramid pose. And then floating back up. The Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Breathing, rooting down through the feet, like roots of a tree, tall in the spine. Then the hands float down to shoulder height, step the back foot up. The hands draw in and push. Step the front foot back in, the hands come back in towards the heart, shift the weight, step to the other corner, push the mountain. One more time, or one more round. We'll do a few, shifting back and forth. Breathing, really feeling the sensations. All right, now this time we'll push out and then the back foot steps back. Arms rise up, warrior one. Floating down, front knee can straighten, or you can always keep a slight bend. Keeping the spine nice and long, the pyramid pose, then floating back up. And then one more time, floating in and out, the pyramid pose, and then warrior one. And then holding this position for a breath or two, just really feeling into the posture. How present can you be? The hands float down to shoulder height, step the back foot up, draw the hands in, step out, or just push out if you like. So, and then step in, hug the tree, soften. From here, the hands float all the way out and over, and then down. And then just drifting over to one side, and then over to the other. Nice gentle sway. And then come over to one side, tap the heel in front. Bring it back in, other side, shift the weight, tap the heel. All right, this time tap the heel, the hand comes over the foot. Other side, tap the heel, hand over the foot. All right, this time hand over the foot, other hand in front of the heart, playing the pipa, Chinese guitar. Other side, breathing in, breathing out. One more time. This time step in, hug the tree, step one foot out a little bit wider, and then from here the arms open up wide. The wrists cross down low. Rising up, the arms open overhead, floating out and down. Gathering the energy from the earth, giving it back to the sky above. Harmonizing yin and yang. All right, now this time stay with me here. The palms face away as you bend the elbows, soften the hips and knees, sinking down, and then rising up, spiral the palms up towards the sky. And then rotating them back down, palms face away. One more time, breathing in, breathing out, the goddess pose. And holding here for a breath or two, just feeling the sensations, just noticing, does it feel pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? And can you be with it? And then rising back up, hug the tree, step the foot in a little bit closer. And then from here, the arms open up wide. This hand here scoops under, step in as you catch the moon. Step out to the side, and as you step out, the bottom hand tosses the moon into the sky, the other hand pushes down. Circle it back around, parting the wild horse's mane. As always, don't worry about getting it perfect. Just keep on moving. All right, this time the back foot steps back. Catch the moon. Then as you toss away, The arms rotate, palms face down, reaching forward, reaching behind, warrior two. Breathing, once again, rooting down through the feet. You can adjust the feet as needed. Tall through the spine. Shoulders soft, fingertips reaching out. And then step the back foot in. This hand here floats across the horizon. Take your time as you step in, catch the moon. Other side, parting wild horse's mane. Step out, bottom arm floats up, the other hand floats down. Circle it around. All right, this time as you toss the moon, the back foot lifts and steps back. Catch the moon, and then as you toss away, the palms rotate, spiraling, facing down towards the earth, one arm forward, the other behind. Warrior two. Feeling into the posture, really feel your breath. And then when you're ready, you can step the back foot in, hug the tree, bring it back to center, and then soften. From here, the arms float out to the side, they drift down. Floating up to shoulder height. And then other side. And then from here, this hand scoops down, comes right out in front to eye level, and then back down. Same side, just the arms at first. All right, this time you can lift your leg if you like. Touching down as needed, the elbow right over the thigh. Stepping down. This time you can touch down or lift up. It's okay to wobble. That's how we train the balance. One more time, the rooster stands on one leg. All right, this time the arms float over to the other side. They drift up to shoulder height, and then this hand scoops down and comes right out in front. Floating back down. Still breathing. The hand comes right out in front. Back down. This time you can lift your leg if you like. Touching down as needed, the rooster stands on one leg. Touching down, lifting up, it's up to you. Meeting yourself where you're at. You can always go forward from there. One more time. The rooster stands on one leg. And then keep on drifting side to side. Nice and easy. And then from here, circle the arms in front. Hug the tree, step the foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, point the toes out to the corners. So widening the step, and then reaching the arms out to the sides, the 5-pointed star. Getting nice and tall through the spine, reaching out through the fingers, opening the chest. Nice gentle stretch. And then when you're ready, you can step the foot in, hug the tree, and then soften. The hands turn. The bottom hand drops down, toss away. The hand waves in, and then press forward, palm over palm. Other side, toss away. The hand waves in, press forward towards me, repulsing the monkey. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. This time, toss away, the other hand on top, step in. Both hands together, pushing down and waving in as you soften down, rising up, letting go. Breathing in, breathing out. This time, step out to the side. And as you step out, the bottom hand brushes past the knee, the top hand pushes right across. Top hand circles down, bottom hand circles up. Brush knee and push. All right, one more time. Circle it around. And then this time, As you push, the back foot lifts, stepping back. The front leg can stay bent, palms face up towards the sky, then keeping the spine nice and long, reach across. Then the forearm comes down to the thigh. The other hand can come to the heart. The side angle pose. You can always reach up to the sky as well, or anywhere in between. And then reverse direction, the top hand floats down the back, the other hand floats up in front. And then circle it back to the side angle pose. One more time, floating back up to the dancing warrior. And then floating down, side angle pose. And then holding here for a breath or two. And then once again, noticing the feeling tone. Is it pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, without adding on to the story? And then when you're ready, you can rotate back up. The back foot steps in. The front hand comes up and over, brush knee and push. One more time to the side. And then sit back, the hands float to the center. And then this hand here floats down. Toss away, other hand on top, step in. Both hands together, pushing down, waving in. Rising up, softening down. Breathing in, breathing out. This time step out to the other side. Bottom hand brushes past the knee, top hand pushes right across. Top hand floats down, bottom hand circles up, weaving it all together, brush knee and push. All right, one more time, circle it around. And then as you push, the back foot lifts, stepping back. Front knee can stay bent, palms face up. Keeping the spine long, reach across. Forearm can come to the thigh. The other hand can come to the heart, or reaching up to the sky, the side angle pose. Once again, noticing this side compared to the other. It's okay if it feels different. And then when you're ready, rotating back up. Top hand floats down, bottom hand floats up, a dancing warrior. Floating back down to the side angle pose. All right, one more time. Breathing in. Breathing out, or take as many breaths as you need. Feeling into the body, once again rooting down through the feet, keeping the spine long, and then whenever you're ready, you can rotate back up. This time the back foot steps in, the front hand comes up and over, brush knee and push. Sit back, hug the tree, bring it to center. From here, the arms open up wide, the hands float down, step one foot in, coming on the ball of the foot. The arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings, the crane. Then you can keep your toe down or lift up. This time the arms float up and over just as much as you can. And then stepping down, other side, just the arms at first, the crane. Breathing in, breathing out. This time lifting if you like, touching down as needed, meeting yourself where you're at. One more time. This time if you want, you can reach up and then step down. All right, from here you can lift straight up and you can hold it if you like. Touching down as needed, breathing in and breathing out as you spread your wings like a beautiful bird soaring through the sky. All right, one more time. And then stepping down, other side, the crane. Lifting up or touching down. Breathing in and breathing out. We're riding the wave. Riding the breath. One more time, up and over. And then stepping down, the wrists cross down low. The arms float up overhead. Then this time the arms float down as you shift your weight to one side. The hands float out behind. as the crane takes flight. And you can keep your toe down if you like, or you can lift it up. And then when you're ready, stepping down, cross the wrists, the arms float up. Other side, shift the weight, spreading your wings behind, rising up, breathing. All right, then stepping down, rising up. One more round on each side. The crane takes flight. Stepping down, rising up. Other side, last one. Very nice. Stepping down. This time the arms float all the way up and over, opening the shoulders and chest, and then coming back down. This time the palms face up, one hand on top of the other. This hand floats up and over, down the center line of the body. Other side. Breathe in as the hand floats up. Breathing out, centering. Calming the heart, calming the mind. One more time, centering. Breathing in, breathing out. Then both arms float up and over, just as much as you can. The hands float down to the waist as you soften the hips and knees. Circle the hands in front as you gather in the energy to transform into loving kindness, right at the heart. One more time. Breathe in as the arms rise up. Breathing out, floating down. This time, make a diamond shape with the hands in front of the heart, and then press out, opening the heart, sending out all your loving kindness out to the world like rays of light coming out of your heart. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. And then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or keep a soft gaze, just letting your body rock and sway ever so slightly. Bamboo in the wind. Just feeling the gentle rocking motion. Just letting the energy move you. Just feeling the breath. And then bring your attention into your heart, creating an inner smile, expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. And then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. We can finish with a bow.